Hi, I'm Dr. Daryl Thompson from Better Life Chiropractic. I'm sitting here interacting with my dream board that I do every week, and something just really came to mind when I played a video game with my son a long time ago, and I remember it was just some crazy game that we were playing, and we started playing it, and around midnight he had to go to bed, and I said, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna play this thing for a little bit, finish this level, and then we'll start the next level the next day. And we were having a great time together. And he was a pretty little guy at the time, and so he had to get to bed. And so I said, well, I'll just start working on this thing. And I got locked into it. I mean, like addicted to it. It was unbelievable. I went at this thing till like 4 o'clock in the morning. I remember hitting this wall of something and I couldn't get through it, and I did it over and over and over and over. It's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning before I finally said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I got to stop this thing. And I think about what got me to continue to do that. And when I think about Christmas is one of the most beautiful times of the year, and it's where families get together and where there's so much happiness and joy, and as a kid we grow up, it's the greatest time of the year. But I'm also finding it can be one of the most stressful times of the year. And I kind of put these two stories together, these two thoughts together, because, and this is unfortunately it's probably going to take more than one video to do, but we're wired to go for something. And I read something in the Bible, and I find the most powerful wisdom comes from the Bible, but it says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. And when I think about depression or anxiety or stress, oftentimes it's because of a lack of hope, where you just feel that there's no real point. And I think about this video game, and why did I continue doing it? Why are video games so popular? It's because when you play the video game, you can actually see where you want to go. You can, in the video, you're in the game, you can say, okay, I want to get the princess, or I want to get to this level, or I want to beat the game, or I want to have all these weapons, or whatever it is that the game is doing. And all along the way, you get something a little bit more and a little bit closer, and it draws you in, and you're just addicted to it, and you're trapped on it. But it's exciting, and it's fun, and you'll go through anything to actually get through it. And so because of the prize ahead of you, you'll go through all these adventures and battles and fights, or whatever misery or horrible thing that might happen to you. You'll do it because you can see where you want to go. And that's the way human nature is. That's who we are. Could you imagine if someone said, you got to play that game, but there's no point in it. There's nothing to it. You just have to play it. I mean, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't last very long. I'd be pretty bored with the game. I mean, what's the point? What's the point of doing it? But if they said, well, you know what, I'll give you $15 an hour to do it. Yeah, well, I don't know, I probably wouldn't do it. Well, then I'll give you $20 an hour to do it. Yeah, but it's a pointless game. Why would I, even $20 an hour? At some point, if they keep raising that money, eventually you'll go, oh, for $100 an hour? Sure, I'll do it. And you know what? That's what happens in life. I heard 75% of people are doing jobs they don't even like. But the point is, you'll do it because there's something, you're starting to look at the money and say, okay, what can I get from it? Where can I go with it? How can my life expand because of it? And now it's a means to an end. And so, I don't have time to go through this right now, but I want to really talk about in the next video, when I do that, like, how do you get that longing? Because the best part of this thing is, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. And what we want is a tree of life. So we'll talk about that in the next video.